important is hearing all these wonderful poets, and I do appreciate the remembrance of the flotillas, which have been going for over a decade, and they are, yes, an assemblage of many countries and a great statement for peace and for Gaza. So thank you. I read this book, maybe you've heard of it, Don't Let's Go to the Dogs. And the end of that quote is, "Since Mother will be there." And this is by Fuller, who is doing a kind of a memoir of being a part of the white minority ruling from Rhodesia as a colony. And so this is my poem on that. Rhodesia to Zimbabwe. Rhodesia fought for independence, even under British colonial rule, fought years to retain control of white farms, impoverished, harassed, robbed and robbing, murdered and murdering, losing the fight, controlled by the UK, then ruled by Mugabe, himself allegedly a thief of land and power, their country now called Zimbabwe, their lands retaken by blacks to whom it always belonged, in a country in which all should be equal. Yet all fought the new as well as the old, wanting home to be familiar, wanting home to be safe, relishing the smells and sounds of home, whites relinquishing reluctantly the racism of an old Africa, whites relinquishing reluctantly all that gave dominance to colonialists. Mugabe, ousted from power, succeeds to Emerson Mnangagwa, who vows to step down in 2028, while Zimbabwe, full of history and treasure, still yearns for a future of hope. And here I wrote, thank you. It's very moving. It's very, I enjoyed reading the book from a sort of a different perspective than I had. But anyway, this week is the week of where the waxing moon becomes full, and I am always astounded by the moon. A half moon. I view a half moon in a starless sky, waxing gently towards fullness, pale yet beaming around its shadows, hanging above a darkened city whose squares of light, in dialogue with the moon, rise on San Francisco hills, ever upwards to a black night, itself gently wrapping the half moon in velvet shadows. And I have a picture of that in my little. Autumn arrives. Autumn arrives among winds blowing her leaves in circles and shudders, discarded from skeletal trees, no longer photosynthesizing in green, instead turned brittle and brown, soon to burrow underground in mud, seeking the roots which once nourished them, hibernating through the cool winter to awake to a warming earth, caressing life again as birds return to serenade limbs of reborn trees, pushing green shoots out again, opening windows of leaves and perfumed blossoms into the springtime. And here is again the moon, which I understand is called the corn moon. The moon they call a corn moon, auguring harvest in September, will eclipse into a blood moon in Asia, remaining aloof and luminescent in the north, tonight gloriously gibbous, sovereign in its waxing mode, its craters clearly shadowed against a foggy sky, yet Perseus allowing certain stars to dim and sparkle like music in cut time. And soft clouds. Soft clouds in rose and yellow decorate the horizon, a meditative dawn, surprised by the arrival of a startlingly bright sun, later eclipsed by white mist, claiming its place to veil clear blue skies in gentle fog. Thank you.